become a city within the next decade.
Homa Bay, yes. Asego Kanyata.
Simon on the beat.
Karibuni home, home, home. Karibuni Homa Bay. Karibuni home, home, home. Karibuni Homa Bay. Oraku dala ute. Well done. Count with all of your interest. Be it to vacation or invest. So visit on my bay, you'll be impressed. Come see the endless potential. Mazingira pia yaki presidential. Peaceful people in the nation. Count with the quantity and quality. Shule za msingi universities. Hospitals with the amenities. Book a flight, Shusinga, Kabunde Airport. Let Victoria Ferry eco therefore. All our visitors are cared for. Karibuni home. Karibuni home. Karibuni Homa Bay. Karibuni home. Karibuni Homa Bay.
It is important to recognize the partners and friends who are giving support to this investment conference, and we want to beg your indulgence. And if we could just practice how we will clap when I mention a sponsor or a partner. Could we do that? Let's say Homa Bay County. How will you clap, please? Only Ambassador Whitman is clapping. Can we try that again? Homa Bay County, 1, 2, 3. Let's try again. Homa Bay County.
1, 2, 3.
Homa Bay County. We might get to yours and not say, and no one will clap. Okay. All right then. So, first of all, indeed, we want to appreciate the national government of Kenya. Hey, if I was doing this with His Excellency here, the national government of Kenya. Thank you. The county government of Homa Bay. The Kenya Shipyards Limited. CPF. Kenya Airports Authority. Safaricom. Kenya Ports Authority.
Are we on? Thank you. Gatsby Africa. KCB Bank. FAO, the Food and Agricultural Organization, and DTB.
USAID. UK Aid. REAL, that is Rivertex East Africa Limited. ABSA.
NHC. LAP Fund. CDC. And Act Change Transform.
EcoBank. The Kenya Revenue Authority. Light for the World.
Skyward Express. Ken Invest. Magical Kenya. And the Kenya Medical Training College.
The Kenya Wildlife Service. Eco Network Africa. KEPSA. And PS Kenya.
EABL. Victory Farms. African Guarantee Fund.
KICC. German Corporation. Equity.
GIZ. Tourism Fund. Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And the Council of Governors.
Cooperative Bank of Kenya. Lake Basin Development Authority. And the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development.
USAID Private Sector Engagement Program. Anderson. And Renegade Air.
Caetano Parts. Okay, just energize. We're nearly finishing. Caetano Parts. Madison. Harambee Sacco,
Capwell Industries, the Kenya Bankers, and Kenya Power Pension Fund.
the people of Homa Bay, the people of Kenya, the people of the world. Thank you so much. I see you'd have finished. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let us wait for the Peter. The next. Thank you.
DJ, kindly put some hold music.
We want Homa Bay to become a city within the next decade.
Homa Bay, yes. Asego Kanyata.
Simon on the beat.
Karibuni home, home, home. Karibuni Homa Bay. Karibuni home, home, home. Karibuni Homa Bay. Oraku dalaute. Welodito. Count with all of your interest. Be it to vacation or invest. Visit on my bay, you'll be impressed. Come see the endless potential. Mazingira pia yaki presidential. Peaceful people in the nation. Count with the quantity and quality.
If you'd like to make a presentation when our chief guest is here, kindly arrange yourselves, organize yourselves, meet me at the back of the tent, and we see whether you'll be ready enough to make a presentation when the chief guest comes. Thank you so much. To do that, let us begin please with Tabi Odanga and the band. Tabi Odanga and the band. Kindly, you can hear Tabi being called out. Tabi! Please come. Tabi Odanga and the band. Kindly, Tabi Odanga and the band. Take the stage, kindly.
Zote, Homa Bay.
Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Ni sniper, Kadekista, endless potential.
It's Maddie in this track.
Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Karibu Homa Bay na usiwari, ngoja kwanza tukupikie samaki hadi ulambe sahani ujihisi nyumbani. Welcome. Homa Bay is my home. Homa Bay in my heart. Homa Bay in my blood. In my heart, in my blood. We got big schools so we learn it. Somewhere universities right here. Take a tour to the Ruma and see the beauty of nature. Then climb to the hill. On my hills there's a beautiful adventure. Yeah, Kabunde strip, that's where we catch a fly. Yeah, we plant pineapples sweet like honeycomb. Plenty of food, there's fish and potatoes. Invest in us cause you'll never regret. Freshwater lake like Victoria is the best. Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay.
Kigogo Wanga wakaribisha Homa Bay. Homa Bay. Homa Bay. Kaunti bora ina amani na upendo. Homa Bay. Homa Bay. Barabara safi zimejengwa, majumba mazuri yamejengwa. Homa Bay. Homa Bay. Yazidi ng'aa, yazidi paa kiuchumi. Homa Bay. Homa Bay. Raisi wetu mtukufu jivunie kuwa Homa Bay. Kaunti bora imetulia, ina matata, yapendeza siku zote. Homa Bay.
Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay.
As you can see, our chief guest
Karibu
is here,
Homa Bay.
His
Ni
Excellency,
sniper.
the President of the
Kadekista.
Republic of Kenya. Receiving a brief
It's
at
Maddie in
the
this track.
shipyard presentation of the holding group.
Homa Bay,
Seeing a copy of the investment brochure, the opportunities and the program.
welcome to Homa Bay.
And as we follow the activity along with
Homa Bay,
other VVIPs escorting His
welcome to
Excellency,
Homa Bay.
it is important that we recognize one more, and that is the Special Economic Zones Authority. Please join me in clapping for the Special Economic Zones Authority. We'll be having an important launch later on, and we'll learn more about them.
Thank you, Mike. And we also want to take this opportunity to recognize our sign language interpreters, Antonine Atieno, John Miruka, Christine Akinyi, Sarah Orucho, and Lillian Olela. Thank you very much. Let's clap for them, please. DJ.
Potatoes, invest in us cause you'll never regret. Fresh water leg like Victoria is the best. Homa Bay, Karibu, Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Homa Bay, Karibu, Homa Bay. Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay.
Kigogo Wanga wakaribisha Homa Bay. Homa Bay, Homa Bay. County bora ina amani na upendo. Homa Bay, Homa Bay.
We request the Homa Bay County Assembly Choir, please make your way to the front and continue to sing the welcome songs. Homa Bay County Assembly Choir, please make your way in now.
Recognizing the arrival of more dignitaries, amongst them cabinet secretaries, members of parliament, members of Senate, all here for the important occasion of the second Homa Bay International Investment Conference. We'll ask again, kindly, if you do not have to be standing, please.
Tushikamane, tuijenge taifa letu katika nyanja mbalimbali, michezoni na tamaduni. Tusisitize umoja katika jamii zetu, tuboreshe uwiano na ushirikiano, tuboreshe uwiano na ushirikiano. Mchezo wacha pia umoja, tudumishe amani Kenya kwa njia nzuri kabambe ya michezo, na tucheze nyimbo zetu na ngoma. Kenya, sote tucheze bila uoga, tukielimishana sote tamaduni zetu Kenya, umoja wetu Kenya, tuimbe tena tucheze michezo na tamaduni, kiunganisho cha kweli wa umoja wetu. Tuwe na utangamano tushikamane, tuijenge taifa letu katika nyanja mbalimbali, michezoni na tamaduni. Tusisitize umoja katika jamii zetu, tuboreshe uwiano na ushirikiano, tuboreshe uwiano na ushirikiano.
Lord, I keep so busy praising my Jesus. Keep so busy praising my Jesus. Keep so busy praising my Jesus. Ain't got time. Cause when I'm healing the sick, when I'm healing the sick, when I'm healing the sick, ain't got time to die. Cause it takes all of my time. It takes all of my time. If I don't praise them, the rocks gonna cry out. Glory and honor, ain't got time. Lord, I keep so busy working for the kingdom. Keep so busy working for the kingdom. Keep so busy working for the kingdom. Ain't got time. Because when I'm feeding the poor, oh, when I'm feeding the poor, oh, when I'm feeding the poor, ain't got time. Because it takes all of my time. It takes all of my time. If I don't praise them, the Lord's gonna cry out. Glory and honor, ain't got time. Lord, I keep so busy serving my pastor. Keep so busy serving my pastor. Keep so busy serving my pastor. Cause when I'm giving my all, when I'm giving my all, when I'm giving my all, ain't got time. Cause it takes all of my time. It takes all of my time. If I don't praise him, the Lord's gonna cry out. Glory and honor, ain't got time. Now won't you get out of my way? You get out of my way. If I don't praise him, the Lord's gonna cry out. Glory and honor, ain't got time.
Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali. Thank you very much. Taomba tafadhali tuweze kuondoka sasa tukitarajia kumpokea Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. I'll request that we can now exit the stage kindly so that we'll receive him shortly. We'll be starting our program very, very briefly as soon as His Excellency is here in just a few minutes. Let us all rise. Sote tusimame tukimkaribisha Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Taweza tukamkaribisha kwa shangwe na vigelegele. Basi ndio huyo rais akiingia, wakiwa wameambatana moja kwa moja na gavana wa Homa Bay, Mheshimiwa Gladys Wanga. Karibuni sana. Karibu, karibu. Naomba tubaki tumesimama ili tuweze kuanza na wimbo wa taifa. So I'll request that we all remain standing. We'll start with the national anthem, followed by the East African anthem before we proceed with the rest of the program. So kindly, if there's anybody who is seated, I request that we all be upstanding as we start with the anthem. I'll request that all the photographers and media in front, kindly let's clear so that we may begin with the national anthem in just a second. Let us begin with the national anthem. I'll request that we remain standing as we start with a word of prayer from Raphael Obego. Karibu.
All heads bowed, please. King of kings and Lord of lords, he who dwells in the heavenlies above, hallowed be thy name today and forevermore. It has behooved you to spare our lives, thus bringing us this far. We are gathered here for this conglomeration. We want to commit His Excellency, the President, into your hands. As you bless him, I pray that you are going to bless this county, the county of endless potential. And so, Father, as we begin, we invoke your presence in our midst. I pray for a moment of a jocund, a moment of a brouhaha, a moment that is going to result into a quantum leap. May you keep at bay every single jungle maneuvers that may be orchestrated by the devil to thwart your dealings in regard to this particular conference. For this is my sincere circumambulation, for I supplicate in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Somebody say amen.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا صراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين يا رب العالمين. يا الله مجالي كينيا يتو، يا الله مجالي رئيس ويتو جمهورية كينيا، يا الله وجالي مغفناس yetu, ya Allah wajalie viongozi wetu, ya Allah mjalie kaunti yetu, يا الله مجالي قفنا ويتو Gladys يا الله مجالي حفلة هي آمينة يا رب العالمين.
I kindly request that we resume our sitting positions. Your Excellency, the President of this great nation, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, the Governor of Homa Bay, Madam Gladys Wanga, Your Excellency, the COG Chair, Madam Anne Waigoro, Your Excellency, Ambassador Meg Whitman, all governors present, all cabinet and principal secretaries present, all local and national leaders present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, sir, at this point, allow me to invite the governor for Homa Bay, Madam Gladys Wanga, to now come and lead us in the rest of the program. Tumkaribishe kwa makofi tafadhali. Welcome, Governor.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and all protocol observed for the sake of time. Your Excellency, we really thank you for making time to be with us. We know that your schedule is crazy today, and it took a big sacrifice for you to come and be with us at the second Homa Bay International Investment Conference. You gave us an hour. I know we've spent about 12 minutes of it, so we have 48 remaining minutes. It is our intention not to pass that hour, even by a single minute, because of the honor that you've done to the people of Homa Bay. And the Homa Bay people are here inviting guests from the breadth and length of the country and the world, investors, CEOs, different people. Our local leadership is here. And I'd like to just take this opportunity to make a recognition of our local leadership. Honorable Peter Opondokaluma, please just rise and wave. That is the MP for Homa Bay Town constituency. I would like to recognize the Honorable MP for Rangwe, Honorable Dr. Lilian Gogo. Asante sana. I'd like to recognize Honorable Dr. Eve Akinyi-Obara, MP for Kabondo Kasipul. I'd like to recognize Honorable Senator Beatrice Ogola, nominated senator. And I'd like to also recognize Honorable Dr. Joyce Osogo Bensuda, who is the woman rep for Homa Bay County. And I'd like to take this opportunity to invite our senator for just 1 minute to speak a single minute on behalf of the leadership, the local leadership that is present here. Karibu sana, Senator. While the Senator is coming, I would like to recognize the Speaker of the County Assembly of Homa Bay. Please just rise and wave. Honorable members of the County Assembly of Homa Bay, tafadhali msimame, mtambulike. Asante sana, it's a full house here. Members of county assemblies from different counties, you will be recognized as we proceed on. Senator.
Thank you, Honorable Governor. Your Excellency the President, Excellency Ambassadors, other governors present, Honorable Members of Parliament, distinguished leadership. I didn't know I was going to speak so fast because I thought we'd get some breathing space. But let me take this opportunity on behalf of the leadership of Homa Bay County to welcome the President to Homa Bay. It is a bay of endless potential, and we are here. We have no contradiction being present as leadership from this region to sit with the leadership of the national government, because Article 187 of the Constitution encourages collaboration between national and county governments. And so we are here properly, and our conscience is very clear that the national government and the county governments must work together to unlock the opportunities that exist at the grassroots. Devolution reminds me of the parable of talents that you find in the Bible, that people were given talents according to their ability. There are some who decided to bury their talents, and there are those who decided to multiply their talents. Gladys Wanga in Homa Bay has chosen not to bury that talent. She has chosen to invest that talent. And that is why today, as a county and as a region, we are proud to host this second investment conference. Within one generation, Perhaps Homa Bay will be the Dubai of this country. Perhaps Kirinyaga, where the distinguished chair of the COG, would be the Abu Dhabi of this region. But definitely there will be some counties that will not feature anywhere on the map because perhaps their leadership have chosen to bury their talent. As I conclude, we here in Homa Bay are very prayerful. And Mr. President, we continue praying for you because as fishermen, we have a saying about the captain of the ship. The captain of a boat in Luo is called Madar. And Madar is called a god. There's something we say that Madar enya such ye. Such that if you wish the captain bad omen, then all of you are going to sink. So we cannot afford to wish you ill because you are the captain of the ship. And we are all in it. And if we wish you ill, we are all going to collapse and sink in the lake. Your Excellency, I want to conclude again by going to the Bible. And I'm reminded of a scripture in the book of Psalms that says, the stone that the builders refused has become the chief cornerstone. Your Excellency, Raila Odinga is that stone. And we hope and we pray that he will become the chief cornerstone at the Africa Union. And we thank you for your commitment. We thank you for your friendship. We thank you for your support. There are many areas that we will agree on, but there will still be areas that we will disagree on. And that is the beauty of our democracy. That is the beauty of our political system, that the minority will have their say while the majority have their way. Thank you, and we welcome you to Homa Bay.
Thank you very much, our Senator, for that those wonderful remarks. I would like to recognize the Deputy Governor of Homa Bay County, Honorable His Excellency Joseph Oyugi Magwanga. Asante sana, na najua tuko na Deputy Governors wengi. Tafadhali Ayub Savula, Deputy Governor of Kakamega is here. Bwana Kitezo, Deputy Governor of Vihiga is also here. Let me recognize, and Deputy Governor of Bomet is also present here. Asanteni sana. And the Deputy Governor of Embu is also present here. Asanteni sana. I want to recognize, because I didn't see him on that line, Honorable Karoli Omondi, MP for Suba South. Tafadhali, asante sana. MP Jalango of Langata, asante sana. MP Senator Ojenda of Kisumu, asanteni sana. I want to recognize in a special way our Vice Chancellor of Tom Mboya University, Professor Chola. Professor, you have moved this university in a mere 6-7 years from a farmers training college into a world-class university that Tom Mboya is. We thank you, and I know you are supposed to make remarks, but because of time constraints, we will just recognize you and let you know that we immensely thank you for your support. Your Excellency, with your permission, I will invite a few of our partners here, very few, and they will make very, very And we have here, Your Excellency, governors. We have Governor of Siaya here, His Excellency Orengo, Governor of Machakos here, Her Excellency Wavinya Ndeti, Governor of Nakuru here, Her Excellency Susan Kihika, Governor of Embu here, Her Excellency, she's also chairman. We call her chairman of, the party we would like to be bigger than, but is trying to be bigger. We say, anyway, chairman and Governor of Embu, Her Excellency Cecily Mbarire, and of course the chair of the Council of Governors, Anwar Guru, and Governor of Kericho County, Eric Mutai, and we are very, very happy to have the governors present here with us. So if I invite you, please just know that we have a very short time, and I'd like to invite Gatsby Africa, if you can just take your 2 minutes to come. Yeah. Please, Bwana Sam, haraka kidogo, tafadhali. Ni dakika ni 2 na tutamalizia hapo. So we will have Major General Otieno, Jules Ngankam, Ms. Nessim Devji, and Paul Russo. Please be nearby if you're a bit far.
Your Excellency, sir, go to the speech. No, I'm reading the speech. All protocols observed. Today is a great day because we're in Homa Bay, where we've been supporting a county that has endless potential in commercial aquaculture. And I'll just take less than a minute to say, Your Excellency, that there are many sectors in Kenya that have really good opportunities for sectoral transformation for the economy. And this is the work that Gatsby Africa does, and we are championing that with the governor of Homa Bay, and we're very happy that this is the day that we can actually show the potential for that sector. So we welcome you all, and we hope that you come for the session in aquaculture in the afternoon to see the potential that this country has. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Gatsby, Your Excellency, has done a spatial mapping of the lake. It's just going through the processes to get to cabinet. But now we know where we can put fish cages, we can put this or the other without guessing. So it's a great job that Gatsby have done. Let me invite Major General. Please, you have 2 minutes. This is Shipyard. Karibuni, you are one of our biggest partners here.
In the interests of time, sir, the Kenya Shipyards Limited is focusing on the exploitation of the blue economy. We have provided the country with the capabilities that will allow us to focus on exploiting the blue economy. For Homa Bay, we have already started with developing the pier for them. We are also going to focus in terms of activating lake transportation. We have provided vessels that are safe, and I think, sir, they were demonstrated when you toured our shipyard. And moving forward, sir, there are other areas where we are going to engage with them, especially in terms of using the special economic zone to build capacities in terms of shipbuilding, in terms of even just economic transformation. We want to build skills so that Kenyans can be a seafaring nation. We want to thank you very much for your support, sir. The government has supported Kenya Shipyards Limited very well, and we're excited. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As I use that opportunity to recognize our platinum sponsors, the County Pensions Fund. If you're here, please just rise up and wave. I know that Jose Akili is supposed to be here, but he's not around. But asanteni sana for working with counties as a pension fund that is reliable. Asanteni sana. And the Kenya Airports Authority, Caleb Kositan, you're the chair. We know that you're expanding Kabunde for us, and you're also a platinum partner in this conference. Asanteni sana. Your Excellency, the County Pensions Fund is working with the county government of Homa Bay to build for us the county headquarters with a stretched payment period. So this is the kind of agreement, because we do not have the money to pay, but they're working with us to do that. We really, really thank them. Jules Ngankam. Jules, please come. Come quickly. Jules is from the Africa Guarantee Fund. This is a big fund of millions of dollars that is going to support women across the globe, the small women traders, micro, small, and medium enterprises. And that's why I told him to come and see the women, the real women. He's based outside Kenya, but Karibu Jules, 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, all protocol officers in a matter of time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to represent the African Guarantee Fund at the second County Investment Conference. So I believe that this conference is coming at the right time, as the African country are still recovering from the consequence of the COVID pandemic and also the war in Ukraine. So these two events has led to the increase of bad loan in the bank's portfolio, the worsening of the food crisis, and the currency depreciation. So when we talk about the currency depreciation, it's not just a Kenyan challenge. You know, I was in Nigeria last week. You know, 1 year ago, the Naira was $400 to $1, and today is 1,600. So it has depreciated 4 times. When you take the case of Ghana, the Ghanaian cedi went from 5 cedi to $1 to 15, 3 times. You also take the case of the Egyptian pound in North Africa. So the pound in Egypt went from 15 to 30, so 2 times. So I think we need to commend the government of Kenya for all the measures that they have been able to put in place, to sustain the currency. So we are here today about unlocking the potential. How do we unlock that potential? And this is the role of the African Guarantee Fund, to be able to work together with the SMEs. And what we have been able to do so far is that over the last few years, we have unlocked $1 billion of loans to the SME in Kenya. So we currently work in 45 countries in Africa, where we've been able to unlock $5 billion of loans. So we are very happy to be here, and we would like to work with all the countries in Kenya, but we do believe that we need to start with the country of Homa Bay, where there is a lot of potential, and we really need to all come together, the private sector, the public sector, the financial sector, to unlock the potential. Thank you very much. Asante Simi.
Thank you very much, Jules. We are happy that you're planning to start with Homa Bay. Pia tuko hapa na governors ambao wamefika Homa Bay. Hawa ni marafiki wa Homa Bay. Majority leader of the National Assembly, Kimani Machungwa Ichungwa. Karibu sana. Kimani Machungwa Ichungwa. That's how I call him. He's my colleague for a long time. Asante sana. Let me now invite Ms. Nasim Devji, who is the CEO of Diamond Trust Bank. Karibu. In just 2 minutes, I hope you will be able to deliver the message. Sorry.
Two minutes. Your Excellency, President of Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, all dignitaries, protocols observed. Jo Homa Bay Amosu. Jo Homa Bay Amosu. So 2 weeks ago, the governor of Homa Bay was at Diamond Trust Bank, and we came to discuss particularly the issues and the agenda of this particular conference. I was really impressed with this lady's energy, impressed with her courage, impressed with her strength. And I said to her, how can we help you? Is that right? And we went on discussing, we had some lunch together, and we agreed on certain areas of support from Diamond Trust Bank, which includes financial inclusion, which includes financial literacy, low-cost housing, and support for blue economy. So these are the 3 or 4 or maybe 5 areas that we will support the governor with. Governor, thank you very much for encouraging me to be here, because I'm really for supporting women. I myself is a woman who come from a very, very marginalized family. But nothing stopped my journey, nothing should stop the journey of our Governor Gladys and all other governors, the G7 whom I met last night. And I have to say something else, otherwise my staff will get really mad at me, and that is the word called erokamano. Erokamano.
Thank you very much, Nasim. And I know your staff would be very upset because a large number of your senior staff are actually from Homa Bay. So we thank you for that partnership. I want to now welcome Paul Russo, Group CEO of KCB, who are also our great partners, in 2 minutes.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, all protocols observed, the Governor of Homa Bay, we truly thank you for the partnership. I think if I was to speak about KCB and financing, I'll waste a lot of time. But I think, Your Excellency, I want to say we're partnering with counties on 4 primary areas. One is the financing and all related financing conversations. But the second is on human capital, bringing our expertise to support counties to achieve their objective. The third, Your Excellency, is on technology, scaling up initiatives, whether it's in collections, but as well as enabling, counties and governments. And finally, Your Excellency, is partnership, which is what tells why we are here. When Governor Gladys reached out to me just after election, we mapped out what we can do to support Homa Bay County, and I'm glad that we've been part of this conversation. For everyone that is here, we're actually here looking for investors to enable the vision of Homa Bay County. And Your Excellency, you can be assured that KCB will be there to enable those visions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, KCB, for your partnership, not just with Homa Bay, but with most of our counties. You work with us very well. Let me invite Dr. Ruto, not the president. Well, he's the president of the Chamber of Commerce. Dr. Eric Ruto, who's the president of the Chamber of Commerce. As he comes, allow me to recognize the CEO of the Council of Governors, Mary Mwiti. COG has worked hand in hand with us to make this conference a success. Asante sana.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya. I'm Dr. Eric Ruto, so maybe next time you don't confuse. All the dignitaries who are here, senior government officials, and the investors who've come to Homa Bay. As Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, our commitment as a private sector is that we are going to partner with all the counties in Kenya, 47 counties that we are present in 47 chapters. In terms of market access, we've come here to Homa Bay, and one of the products that we want to be able to provide market is a fish. And we have one of our patron members, Your Excellency, during our international trips that we accompany you, we went to Dubai. One of these members was listed in 77 supermarkets in Dubai, and they've committed that they are able to buy all the fish from Homa Bay. We've discussed with the governor. We are going to work with the cooperatives to see how we can be able to export the fish from here to other countries. And I'm sure you've done your part to bring the dollar from 160 to 145. The private sector, we are going to do our part to further bring the strength of the Kenya shilling against other international currencies. We are also supporting the SMEs, especially in financial access. Your Excellency, you've led with the Hustler Fund. Since 22nd December last year, exactly 3 months and 5 days, we've given loans to 6,500 small SMEs, approximately 35,000, with a very good repayment rate. So in terms of password, Your Excellency, we have the password for the SMEs to be able to have a financial access. In addition to that, as the county set up their county aggregation industrial parks, we are setting up the software. You are doing the hardware. We are in the process of training the SMEs. We have a program of approximately $40 million that we're going to partner with the SMEs across the country. And finally, for purposes of cross-border trade, we have an association with Timea Africa. I can see the CEO is here. We have registered approximately 9,000.
Like Victoria is the best. Karibu Homa Bay.
wakaribisha Homa Bay, Homa Bay, Homa Bay. Kaunti bora ina amani na upendo. Homa Bay, Homa Bay. Barabara safi zimejengwa, majumba mazuri yamejengwa. Homa Bay, Homa Bay. Yazidi ng'aa, yazidi paa kiuchumi. Homa Bay, Homa Bay. Raisi wetu mtukufu jivunie kuwa Homa Bay kaunti bora, imetulia, ina matata, yapendeza siku zote. Homa Bay, Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay, Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay, Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay, Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay, Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay, Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay, Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay, Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay.
As you can see, our chief guest is
Homa Bay. It's Sniper.
the President of the Republic of Kenya. Receiving a brief at the shipyard presentation of the whole thing.
Homa Bay.
Seeing a copy of the investment brochure, the opportunity and the program.
Welcome to Homa Bay.
And as we follow the activity along with other VVIPs escorting His Excellency, it is important that we recognize one more, and that is the Special Economic Zones Authority. Please join me in clapping for the Special Economic Zones Authority. We'll be having an important launch later on, and we'll learn more about them.
Thank you, Mike. And we also want to take this opportunity to recognize our sign language interpreters, Antonine Atieno, John Miruka, Christine Akinyi, Sarah Orucho, and Lillian Olela. Thank you very much. Let's clap for them, please.
Please sit down.
Potatoes, invest in us cause you'll never regret. Fresh water leg like Victoria is the best. Karibu Homa Bay, Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay, Homa Bay, karibu Homa Bay, Homa Bay, welcome to Homa Bay. Kigogo Wanga wakaribisha Homa Bay, Homa Bay, Homa Bay. Kaunti bora ina amani na upendo. Homa Bay, Homa Bay.
We request the Homa Bay County Assembly Choir, please make your way to the front and continue to sing the welcome songs. Homa Bay County Assembly Choir, please make your way in now.
Recognizing the arrival of more dignitaries, amongst them cabinet secretaries, members of parliament, members of Senate, all here for the important occasion of the second Homa Bay International Investment Conference. We'll ask again, kindly, if you do not have to be standing, please sit down, please take a seat, and let us
pave the way
minimize
for a big,
movement
brighter
and keep it on.
future, not only for Homa Bay, but for all counties in our great nation. I am confident that this conference will serve as a catalyst for transformative change and set a precedent for collaborative economic development initiatives across Kenya. To my sister, Governor Gladys Wanga, your fervor for leadership echoes the famous Luo proverb, Rabot Thako Kileng. Rabot Thako Kileng. For those who don't know, Angeo the Luo Martin. meaning a woman's throw never misses its target. This sentiment is vividly manifested in the proceedings of this conference. We wish you all the best and success in the conference. May you get many investors, and may all the women governors thrive from G7 to G16. Asanteni sana, erokamano.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Anne Waiguru, our chair, and our G7 champion. Your Excellency, these ladies have been here with me since Sunday. They have, we've had a good time here. They have really supported, and Your Excellency, you know, hata kama vitu ilikuwa saa ingine inaenda namna hii, these ladies have really stood strong with me. Asanteni sana, Lady Governors, for your strength and making sure that this day is the success that it is. I'd like to recognize PS Betsy Njagi, PS for Blue Economy. Asante sana, and you are our sister and friend here, and the son of the soil, the son of this soil, Doctor, the son of the chest of the soil, Dr. Raymond Omolo, who's a PS for Interior, of whom we are proud that Your Excellency that you have appointed from Homa Bay, and we thank you. We continue to thank you for having him in your government. We really thank you for that, Your Excellency. I recognize Ahmed Farah, member of the EU delegation, representing the EU delegation here, representing Ambassador Henriette Geiger, Chinese Embassy delegation, who are also here, Netherlands Embassy delegation, our partners from Australia, Anderson Consulting, who have worked with us free of cost, together with our Turkish friends who have come, Mahesh and your team. Really, really feel that we thank you, Anderson, for your friendship and support. Your Excellency, at this juncture, I would like to invite Her Excellency Ambassador Meg Whitman to make her remarks. Your Excellency, Ambassador has walked this journey with me to get this conference to where it is. You'd think it's an American government conference. Thank you very, very much, Meg.
Well, thank you very much, Your Excellency, President William Ruto, all protocols observed. And I'm delighted to be back in this beautiful corner of Kenya. In fact, I've been here multiple times. I only wish there was a Homa Bay airline so I could get frequent flyer miles. Thank you, Governor Gladys, for inviting me to this Homa Bay Investment Summit. I've been so impressed by your efforts to attract investment and deliver economic growth to your county. Your team has done an excellent job advancing your goals and positioning Homa Bay as a prime destination for increased trade and investment. And if success were judged on this conference alone, I believe you and your team are absolutely on the right track. It's amazing what you have put together. Round of applause for the government. Now, as many of you know, I am extremely bullish on Kenya's economic prospects, and I'm not the only one. Bloomberg, a world leader in business reporting, published a June 2023 article touting Kenya as the Singapore of Africa. Now, I have given a talk that I call Why Africa, Why Kenya throughout the country for most of the last year. We even took the speech on the road to the United States, visiting New York, Chicago, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. And I think many of you know that the key element of Why Africa, Why Kenya is if you are a company looking for supply chain diversification in a country that has 93% or more green energy, then Kenya is your destination. And everyone understands that and is responding to it very well. Instead of recapping Why Africa, Why Kenya, I'm going to add something called Why Africa, Why Kenya, Why Homa Bay. So you might be thinking, what is Why Homa Bay? Well, at the beginning of these remarks, I mentioned the great work that Gladys and her team have done to market Homa Bay for its endless potential. Her strategic focus to grow the Homa Bay economy is spot on. The governor knows that Homa Bay, just like Africa and just like Kenya, has its own unique set of advantages. And I want to underscore 4 of them. First is the potential for regional market access. I don't have to tell you that the location of Homa Bay is perfect to access the East African market of over 500 million customers. Education. The growth of any great economy often hinges on a great university, working with the private sector and the government and investors to get that flywheel going. And what you have here in Tom Mboya University, the government of Homa Bay, I think is a magical combination. Tourism. I don't have to say much about tourism as the landscape and natural beauty speaks for itself. In my view, Lake Victoria is largely untapped for its tourism potential. The country also has an amazing national park that could benefit from eco-lodges, hiking trails, and all kinds of water activities. And finally, economic diversification and private sector growth. I want to draw your attention to some examples that I think illustrate the potential of Homa Bay. Gladys has outlined 3 priorities: agriculture and agribusiness, the health sector, and the blue economy. Let me just highlight 2. BT cotton. At its peak in the 1980s, Kenya produced 38,000 metric tons of cotton, annually supporting over 200,000 households and providing significant foreign exchange earnings. Currently, this has declined to just 2,000 metric tons. Global demand for cotton is growing exponentially, with the apparel industry moving to Kenya. And I think Homa Bay is well poised to spearhead the cotton renaissance here in Kenya. Those apparel companies need raw cotton to be milled and to be ginned and then milled so that vertical integration can take place in Kenya. The #1 reason apparel companies tell me they can't come is because you don't have cotton and you don't have your own fabric. I think Homa Bay is poised to make that happen. Second is the Cancer Research Center. Gladys's vision for the state-of-the-art cancer center will put Homa Bay on the map for advancing medical research, and the center will be a hub for all Western Kenya and countries sharing Lake Victoria. The work that the governor and this county has done on improving health of its citizens over the last decade is unparalleled, and you must build on that strength with the cancer center. And then finally is Victory Farms, aquaculture. Fish farming has been around for thousands of years, and the technologies and tools used today have not kept up with the times. However, since its inception in 2015, Victory Farms is innovating to change this dynamic, even using drones to manage water quality. Victory Farms has learned that pond color can infer future pond efficiency. So before there is some kind of a biological crash, Victory Farms is able to intervene and maintain top performance. With these advancements, I think the new name for aquaculture will be fish tech. And I think Homa Bay can be the fish tech capital of the entire world. So, although Governor Gladys and her team are focused on 3 priorities, which I support, it's not just limited to those 3. I see great potential in energy, mining, horticulture, housing, and business process outsourcing and call centers. So to Gladys, I believe in your vision and I admire your focus. I know that you and your team have put hard work to identify the sectors that will be successful in Homa Bay. To the crowd here and to all investors, Kenya is open for business, Homa Bay is open for business, and this is the moment to ask if Homa Bay and Kenya is a possibility for you, and I can assure you that it is. The governor and her team would welcome you with open arms to this county of endless potential. And the U.S. Embassy is ready to do anything we can to support Homa Bay and support Kenya. Asante sana.
Thank you very much, Meg, for your support, not just in word, but in action. You have truly acted and supported us. Not just Homa Bay, you have supported us as governors. And I'm really thankful on behalf of you as women governors. You told us, you said, just tell us about 3 key things. And that's a lesson I learned on focus. And that's a lesson that we are taking forward. I would like to recognize Gerald Mahinda of Afropal. Asante sana. We're going to do the palm oil journey together, and we'll be signing the MOUs here together with the Migori County government tomorrow so that we begin the journey on oil palm. The UK delegation, the British delegation, asanteni sana. John and your entire team, you have supported us and we are truly grateful for your support. The Homa Bay team that worked day and night, did not sleep at all to have this conference happen in the way it has. Please just rise and wave wherever you are. Tafadhali. Asanteni sana. This team led by the DG, mumefanya kazi kwa bidii, together with the council also worked with us and the Kenya as far. Your Excellency, we have now, between you and me, about 25 minutes. So if you allow me, I'm just going to use 5. And then the other one I will leave to CS Alfred Mutua to also invite CS Mvuria and invite you. So we are not going to go beyond 1 minute beyond the 1 hour. We are that disciplined. So Your Excellency, allow me to really thank you for the work that you're doing together with us here in Homa Bay. The affordable housing program, today you don't have time, but it is nearly done. They are fixing the windows. Interestingly, the windows, to weld the windows and doors, the contract was given to a joint team of welders from Homa Bay County in totality, or Ugis, Mbita, everywhere. They came together and they saw a contract of 11 million for the first time in their lives. They are looking for money, so I'll be talking to Paul and Nasim and the others to advance them some credit. And this is what, putting money really in the pockets of the people is about. I'd like to thank you for the lakefront and the pier that is currently being worked on by the Kenya Ports Authority and the shipyard. And it's really turning out to be a great place. And the fish market. When you came, you found the women washing fish and you talked to them on top of a small rock there. They are no longer there. And the market is nearly 40% done, started in December. So soon, I'm sure, when you come back, when we are celebrating Mashujaa Day here, the first thing that you will do, Your Excellency, you will open the market, and then we will come to the stadium, the Raila Odinga Stadium. Your Excellency, we got sub-counties here, Suba West, Suba Central, and Suba North has remained, and we are very, very pleased. And Rachonyo West. So, Your Excellency, we are very grateful. There's one constituency that is the biggest that we have. It has remained as one sub-county. It's called Ndewa. So, they sent me and told me that one pia, ikikatwa kidogo, sasa hatuna maneno, hata tuongei. And the Rusinga Ring Road, the contractors are already on site. The Mfangano Ring Road is going on. The road from Sori is going on. So really, Your Excellency, we have a lot to thank you for. Sisi ni watu ya ODM tunapanga namna hii, lakini kama tumepangika hivi tunaendelea kusema asante hivyo. Your Excellency, welcome to the great Homa Bay County, the gateway to East Africa. It is with immense pleasure and gratitude that I stand before you today as the first female governor of Homa Bay County and indeed the entire Western region. But a testament to the unwavering commitment of our county in fostering economic growth and nurturing innovation across all sectors. The big question here is why Homa Bay? And Meg has done a fantastic job because we are the bay of endless potential. We have a vibrant and stable economy, skilled and dynamic workforce, suitable market access and infrastructure, availability of land for development, ease of doing business, and a supportive legislative and policy environment. Importantly, we boast of well-developed transport infrastructure, including efficient road networks, enabling seamless connectivity within and outside the county. The establishment and operation of the Kabunde airstrip has further improved access to our great county. In Homa Bay, indeed, we we no longer arrive. We land, Your Excellency. And I'm happy that Caleb is here because he's going to be expanding that runway so that bigger planes can come. Imagine the possibilities of investing in our agricultural sector, where innovative techniques and technologies can unlock greater yields and sustainable practices. Agriculture employs 74% of our local workforce, and it merely contributes about 25% to our gross county product. This presents an opportunity for greater investments to unlock labor, productivity, and profitability. Our CIDP has identified and prioritized a number of agricultural value chains which are key in spurring our economic potential. We aim to revitalize cotton production. Your Excellency, we aim to be leaders in cotton production. We aim to produce 50% of the cotton produced in this country. How? We have registered 37,000 farmers on 42,000 acres. We, as a county, have bought 10 tons of seed, BT seed, for this season, costing about 50 million shillings. The government, Rivertex, together with industry, are also giving us another 10 tons. That makes it 20 tons. We can grow on about 20,000 acres this year. If the country grows on 60 or 70,000 acres, we will be going towards the 50% mark of cotton production in this country, Your Excellency. Na hao ni wao ni wakulima ambao wako hapa. They are registered on the Kiamis. We know them, where they are, how much land they have. It is not guesswork anymore because of the digitization of this sector. Our edible crop, oil crop variety includes sunflower, soya beans, groundnuts, and oil palm. And their anticipated production is 246,000 metric tons in 3 years. Tomorrow we will sign with Afropal our MOU together with Migori County, and we hope to move forward the oil palm discussion, Your Excellency. And sunflower, tumepata seed. We have it here, but we didn't want to distribute it in a hurry because we don't want to throw the seed to farmers we don't know. So I told my agriculture team, let our farmers, I want to seed them, and the acres that they want to put this thing on, so that we know where we are taking it. So, Your Excellency, importantly, we have the potential of utilizing approximately 767,000 acres of land suitable for oil palm production. To achieve this, we seek to raise about $27 million, which we will do slowly together with our partners. Additionally, we are investing in sweet potatoes in Kabondo, Kasipul, as well as pineapples, which grow in Rangwe, Your Excellency. Aquaculture is a big area for us. We envision opportunities in our fisheries sector, with about 80% of Lake Victoria being in Homa Bay. When Gatsby has done the research, they have shown that 40% or 45% of production of aquaculture should be able to be done here in Homa Bay. Your Excellency, picture the potential of our tourism industry, where our pristine beaches, lush forests, vibrant cultural heritage can captivate the hearts of travelers from around the globe. Take a journey to our majestic Ruma National Park, where the rowan antelope is only found in Kenya, and the potential of sustainable flow of an upward of 5,500 tourists annually. Visit our iconic 16 islands of Rusinga, Mfangano, Sena, Ngode, Kiwa, among others, as well as the piers of Kindu, Homa Bay, Mbita. Indulge in the view of flamingos of Lake Simbi Nyaima and its mythical volcanic lake. Your Excellency, from Kabunde to Mara Serena, exactly 2 hours driving. So tourists can actually come and even drive here, take a cruise ship from here, cruise to Siaya and Kisumu, and cruise back even to Mwanza, into the Serengeti, come back that way. Your Excellency, we are ready. We are in full gear towards operation of the Riwa Special Economic Zone. And I'd like to thank you for gazetting the Riwa Special Economic Zone here in Karachuonyo. And today you will be launching it officially for us within the remaining 25 minutes. You will be launching it officially for us. And SCZ Authority is here to provide us with an operating license. But the most interesting bit, Your Excellency, is today as you give us an operating license, you will also be giving Victory Farms an enterprise license to be our anchor tenant for a fish processing plant within the Riwa Special Economic Zone. Victory have told me just 3 things. They've said they want, there's a bit of flooding problem there, so they want me to deal with that. And I think Raymond had spoken to NYS to get the tractors there to desilt the river Tende so that we can dike that river. They've also said they'd like some power which if you put your, push kidogo, we will get some power. And they said within 60 days, they want to break ground. And if within 60 days we have not sorted, me and you, the problems there, they want to now just look for an easy place to set up. Your Excellency, hii 60 days, tupambane pamoja, tuone kama power can be there. The road I will do. They want the road raised, that one is on me. Electricity and desilting. That one I want to leave for you, so that you tusukumie. We are in full gear. I promise today we are not asking for many things. Just Riwa and Mashuja. Just two. Your Excellency, hata nimemaliza speech. Nisiongee sana. Wacha nisiongee kwa sababu dakika 5 imeisha. I would just like to tell our investors that we are in strong partnership. Homa Bay is ready. Homa Bay is open. We will facilitate you. We are corruption free. We don't want corruption here. If anybody tells you, give me something for you to do ABC, call me because my phone is always there. That is not allowed here. We do not want to do that to our investors. We want you to just come and invest. All we want is your investment. Land we are giving you. All we want is for you to invest so that these people of Homa Bay, these young men and women you see here, can get jobs, places to work. That is what we would like to achieve for our people. And Your Excellency, nikimalizia, jana tumeona kama mambo iko. You know, we would like, as Moses said, for His Excellency, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, we support him fully for the African Union. And we thank you for your support and for pushing that for us. Asante sana, tunataka kusonga na hiyo mbele na tunashikana tu sisi vile nimekuambia kila siku. Mzee tuko nyuma yake tu fully like this. We look at him like this, where he's pointing we go, Your Excellency. So hiyo ukimsaidia we are very very grateful. Tunashukuru sana. So mimi yeah, hatuna shida. Yeah, Your Excellency, we thank you. To invite CS Alfred Mutua to take over from here and invite CS Mvurya, who will in turn invite His Excellency, who will be running back to the airport as soon as he gives his remarks. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Makofi kwa wageni wetu wote. Asanteni sana. God bless you.
Your Excellency, President William Ruto, Governor Wanga, governors, all protocols observed. Osawore. Kabla sijaongea nataka kuwatambua chairman of parastatals who are here. If I can just ask them to stand up to be recognized. We've got a chairman of Rivertex, Dr. Langat, just stand where you are. Dr. Chanzu of National Housing Corporation, chairman of Italy, Daudi, chairman of Lake Victoria, Chairman Kositani was recognized, and all the other chairman of parastatals, karibuni sana. Your Excellency, I woke up this morning and looked out of my window and I saw the sun rising and shining over Lake Victoria, and what a sight to behold. This is a beautiful county, an amazing county. I want to start by congratulating Mheshimiwa Wanga. This is great. As a two-term governor, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. And I want to tell the people of Homa Bay and also to yourself, they're kwamba mbele ber. Your Excellency, this region is ripe for tourism, and it will be part of what we are calling our Western tourism circuit. I want to speak a little bit about tourism. I'll soon be visiting this area, and I'll be meeting the governors to talk about tourism circuits. For a long time, we've only been selling the beach and the ocean, the beach and the wildlife, but there's so much to offer. I will meet all the 47 governors of the country and align. Your Excellency, there are so many hidden gems here that people don't know. I see my governor Wavina is here, and I know I'll recognize many. In Machakos, for example, we have a hill in Machakos whereby it's like this, but if you pour water, water does not go downhill, it goes uphill. If you put your car on neutral, the car rolls upwards. If you put a bottle, the bottle rolls upwards. Na sio kamuti. You know, it's like a magic hill. And so they've got all these tourism sites that we are going to include so that our people, our visitors have more than to see. I've been to many countries whereby you go and see very little. We have a lot to offer in our countries and many products to sell. Your Excellency, there's a beach here. We've started work on the beaches in Mombasa, in Malindi. We're building an aquarium in Mombasa. We're doing a lot of work at the coast. We want to also do a lot of work over here. Homa Bay, with the Lake Victoria, is ripe for investment. We are thinking of working together with investors for a Lake Victoria cruise. We don't just have to want cruise ships coming to Mombasa. We're thinking about a Lake Victoria cruise. So we've got a cruise ship that starts maybe in Kisumu, goes all the way to Jinja, to Entebbe, to Mwanza, and bring people to Homa Bay so that they can spend their money here, go to Ruma National Park and see the animals that are here and spend money. The tourism numbers, Your Excellency, have gone up. I'm proud to report that at the end of December, we were at 1.95 million visitors. Currently, as we stand here, we've surpassed the 2 million mark. We are at 2.1 million visitors to our country. I'm estimating that we'll get 2.3 to 2.5 by June of this year and 3 million by the end of this year, or even more by 2027. We have a plan on how we are going to achieve it, and it is very, very possible. Your Excellency, as I come to conclusion, tourism is a very soft area for all of us. We can make a lot of money in tourism. I am talking about domestic tourism in as much as I'm talking about tourism from outside. I'm reorganizing Kenya Tourism Board so that we can market properly. Kenya Tourism Board has been marketing the same way for 20 years. We are changing how it's marketed. We are looking at halal tourism, medical tourism, cultural tourism, and many other areas. But for this to thrive, we don't just want visitors, we want value. We want people with a lot of money. And so what we are doing is that we are encouraging quality tourism. Governor Wanga, when visitors come here, people are going to Dubai, Singapore, and other places. Why? Because they are basic comforts. Every area, there are clean toilets, there are beautiful malls, there are good health centers. So we need to invest on the comforts that will bring and value tourism to our country. I'll be back to Homa Bay very soon so that we can continue. Investors, please, we only have 1 or 2 or 3 hotels here. This place is ripe for hotels. For some of us who know how the hotel industry works, and with Wanga giving free land, if you want to invest and make money, I call upon you, please come and invest for build hotels here in this area. And finally, I want to say that the sun has risen and is witnessing a new dawn in Kenya. Dreams are becoming a reality, and if you want to make money, then as Governor Whitman said, this country, under the leadership of William Ruto, is a place to be. Mbele iko sawa. I want to welcome my brother Mvurya Machache, alafu mwalike Mheshimiwa Rais. Shukran.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Her Excellency Gladys Wanga, and all the governors here present, members of Parliament, our key partners and investors, ladies and gentlemen, Osaore Uru. Osaore Uru. Erokamano. Your Excellency, I will be very brief, but before I say 1 or 2 things, I want to recognize the presence of our government spokesman, Honorable Mwaura, is also in the midst. Your Excellency, I want first of all to congratulate the Governor of Homa Bay for putting in a great investment conference, which is really inspiring. and also showing that devolution is the way to go. Your Excellency, I know you are pressed with time, but I want to also appreciate your commitment to foster the relations between the two levels of government, and I want to assure you that in the cabinet, on behalf of my colleagues and all the PSS, we will endeavor to support you to make sure that we continuously grow the partnership between counties and the national government. Your Excellency, more particularly Homa Bay County is a very potential county in terms of blue economy and maritime affairs. And just to give a synopsis, 86,000 metric tons of fish in the last 1 year, 58% came from Homa Bay County. And because, Your Excellency, I will have an opportunity to come back, I only want to assure you that the directions you gave to make sure that we do infrastructure in the Indian Ocean and Lake Victoria, we are on course. We have mobilized all our partners to ensure that we make that a reality. And therefore, Your Excellency, on matters maritime, you had directed the shipyard and the ministry to work together. And I'm sure when you went to see the exhibition, you already saw that something is happening. So, Your Excellency, I only want to assure you that the decision to make blue economy a standalone, we will work together with everybody to make sure that we inspire the potential of blue economy in our country, and will involve all the 47 counties. So, Your Excellency, without much ado, I wish to ask everybody to rise so that we can welcome His Excellency to make his remarks. Karibu sana, Your Excellency.
Very tall, this thing. Haya, asanteni sana. Tafadhali tuketi chini. My sister, Governor Gladys Wanga, the Governor of Homa Bay, ministers present, Ambassador Whitman, governors who are present here, na watu wote wa Homa Bay, hamjambo. Amoso ujadurua. Jadurua untie. Jadurua umor. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Nyasaye ber. Sejete. Asante sana. I am delighted to join you all at this very special, highly appropriate and impressively organized event, which is inspired by the necessity to transform devolution beyond governance and sharing of resources into public service, the incubation of opportunity, facilitation of radical economic revival, and the enabling of prosperity at the grassroots. I want to confirm that seeing the theme of this investment conference, unlocking the bay of endless potential, that we will not only be talking about endless potential, we will move potential to opportunity, and we will move opportunity to investment. Under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the government of Kenya is committed to play its designated role in order to strengthen devolution as a fundamental constitutional mandate, but also because devolved units bring numerous opportunities for rapid economic growth into sharp focus. Further, our value chain approach to implementing better relies on strategic interventions to enhance or unlock productivity in sectors and industries at every county. In fact, The strategic pillars of better situate counties as focal points of implementation, making them centers of action in our quest to transform the opportunity landscape in our country. As we have noted, our achievements so far bear clear imprint of intergovernmental collaboration. Since 2022, we have empowered farmers to increase food crop yields, as a result of which we have recorded successive bumper harvests, taking us closer to our vision of eradicating hunger in our country. And I was very pleased when I went through the displays here that I saw farmers who are displaying what they have done in the space that we have worked with the counties, especially on the distribution of fertilizer, good seeds, and Homa Bay County has been a great partner in food production in Kenya. In fact, I noticed that on display was unga, 2 kilos at 150. And I remember showing Kaluma so that he stops making noise at me about the cost of living. If there is a display of what government, county and national are doing with farmers on food security, we saw it firsthand here in Homa Bay, that farmers are doing something about food security in Kenya. Our community health promoters, young Kenyans who have transformed healthcare throughout our country, are county-based healthcare servants of the people. And I was very proud to talk to one of the community health promoters here in Homa Bay County on what they are doing to transform our villages, especially on the subject of health. I am very happy that we are closing in. I think we are in the final stages of the public participation on the regulations that will operationalize our universal health coverage. And I want to thank members of parliament for being unanimous in making sure that the pieces of legislation went through parliament so that we can move our country to the next level on matters healthcare. And no citizen should sell their property anymore to pay for hospital bills. That we will have a framework that will ensure that every citizen can access health at every level and without having to belabor how to pay for it. Similarly, our affordable housing agenda has received a decisive impetus by the entry of county governments into partnership and collaboration. And if there is an example of a county where we have excellent collaboration between the national and county government on matters housing, it is Homa Bay County. This is one of the counties I came very early on last year to launch the construction of affordable housing. I am very happy that we are now discussing windows, and shortly we will be handing over keys to occupants of affordable housing in Homa Bay County. Let me also say that apart from the units that are going on now, we have another 5,000 units of affordable housing in Homa Bay County that have already been procured, and we will need approximately 15,000 young people in Homa Bay County to participate, to work in the housing program here in Homa Bay. And I am expecting architects, engineers, quantity surveyors, plumbers, electricians, masons, carpenters, and many others to work in these sites, young men and women from Homa Bay County. I am very happy and very excited that this is moving on and is moving our country in the direction of making sure that our young people have access to employment so that we can do this again together for the young people of our country. The digital economy agenda, likewise, has made the counties, sub-counties, and now wards the arena of innovation, job creation, and potential business processing outsourcing by virtue of the last mile fiber connectivity and the development of ICT hubs. I want to tell the good people of Homa Bay County that that program is now rolled over. Your members of parliament have changed the law. I have signed a new law of CDF where it will be possible now to have an ICT hub in every ward in Kenya. And I am looking forward next year, God willing, when we come here for the celebrations that Wanga has asked for the for the Madaraka or Mashujaa celebrations that we come here. I will be coming here to see the ICT hubs that will have been built by our members of parliament. And I want to confirm to the people of Homa Bay County, as I do for every other ward in the Republic of Kenya, that as the members of parliament build the ICT wards, we are going to deploy internet, we are going to have gadgets, we are going to have computers, and we are going to have teachers to teach these young people, because it is our plan to make sure that we have at least 500,000 young people working on our digital jobs platform by the end of next year. Nyinyi mnanielewa watu wa Homa Bay? Na mimi nashukuru kwa sababu wabunge wetu wako hapa. Unajua nimekuja Homa Bay mara nyingi, lakini wamekuwa wakinihepa. Lakini leo nimewapata. Si ndio? Na nilikuwa nashangaa sasa hii Homa Bay, mimi nimekuja tukafanya mambo ya soko hapa. Mimi nikakuja tena, nikakuja mambo ya paya, nikawaambia tutajenga paya. Nikakuja nikawaambia tutajenga fish market. Si ni kweli? Nikakuja nikawaambia tutafanya affordable housing. Na hiyo mambo yote inaendelea ama haiendelei? Ilikuwa ni story ama ni ukweli? Si mambo iko hapa inaendelea? Yule mwenye macho aambiwi tazama ama namna gani? So mimi nataka niwaulize viongozi wetu. Nafasi ya siasa tulikamilisha. Nafasi iliyoko sasa ni sisi kama viongozi tuungane, tushirikiane, ndio tufanye kazi ile tuliwaahidi hawa wananchi. Na mimi vile nilisema pale mbeleni, mimi niko tayari kushirikiana na viongozi wote ambao wako tayari tufanye kazi ya wananchi. Na hiyo kazi tutashirikiana. Mimi nawaomba waheshimiwa, kwa sababu sasa tumepitisha sheria mpya ya CDF. Mtakuwa sasa na pesa ya kujenga ICT hub. Nia yangu ni kuhakikisha kwamba vijana 200-300 kila ward hapa Homa Bay na Kenya mzima watakuwa na kazi baada ya miezi 6 mkimaliza hizo ICT hubs. Tunaelewana jameni? With increased activity in many agro-industrial value chains. And let me say this because it is important for Homa Bay. Homa Bay is among the 3 counties in Kenya that have applied for a special economic zone license at the county level. And I want to congratulate my dear sister Gladys Wanga for being among the 3 governors who have given us land. We have gazetted, and I would be very happy and very proud today to hand over the license, and also that we are going to have an operator's license by Victory Farms to begin to operationalize that facility. We are not only doing that in Homa Bay County. We have another 6 special economic zones across Kenya. We are deploying the first 3 billion shillings to build those 6. We are going to work with Homa Bay County also on the special economic zone here in Ndiwa. Sinamna hiyo? Karachuonyo, hapa Karachuonyo. Sawa sawa. So that particular special economic zone, she has requested that she wants electricity. I will make sure that in the next 2 weeks there will be electricity. Na hiyo maneno ingine amesema yeye atafanya. Sinamna hiyo? Na ile ameniambia nifanye, mimi nitafanya. Raymond Omolo yuko hapa, atahakikisha hiyo kazi imefanyika. Tunaelewana? Because we want to do this together. And let me tell you, the good news is that of the 3 special economic zones issued to counties, 2 of them are for counties where women are governors. And a friend of mine who is seated here, in fact, Kimani Ichung'wah, has told me we should seriously consider making this seat of governors a women's seat. Maybe women can do a better job. I don't know how I don't know how constitutional that is. But Madam Anne Waiguru has requested for less. She has said they only want 30%. I think the men were willing to consider the whole governors. But since you have asked for 30%, we will go for 30%. So I want to tell the G7, our great women governors, that you have my support as you do the wonderful job that you are already doing. You have my support, women governors. You guys are doing a wonderful job. And I want to encourage others. If you have a chance to elect a woman governor, don't squander that chance. Elect a woman governor. Let me also say here in Homa Bay County, we have already concluded the county aggregation and industrial park with the county government. We have deployed the necessary resources because we want to achieve several things. Na mimi nataka wale waheshimiwa wako hapa wanisikize vizuri. Tuko na mambo manne ya muhimu ambayo lazima tufanye kama Wakenya. Tuachane na vyama kwanza kando, tuachane na mashindano kando. Tukubaliane kwanza transformation ya Kenya itafanyika kwa njia gani. Ya kwanza ni kuhakikisha kwamba tunatatua tatizo la food security, ama kupatikana chakula ya kutosha katika taifa letu la Kenya, tuondoe aibu ya njaa. We must never be a country that cannot feed itself. And we cannot do much on empty stomachs. We have to feed ourselves so that we can do that which we are planning to do. And that is why it is important that we work together to make sure that we produce enough food. And we must work with our farmers. And the plan that we have already deployed has shown results. Last year, for example, on maize, we produced 44 million bags. This year, we have taken it to 67 million bags. Our plan is that the end of this year, we must take it to 80 million bags. We must stop importing food into Kenya. We must grow it. Let me say the following, that it is not just food that we are, it's not just maize. Actually, we are spending 500 billion Kenya shillings every year to import food. That is not good news at all. We need to deal with that challenge of importing food into Kenya. We need to grow our food and save ourselves the 500 billion Kenya shillings. We cannot continue to import maize. We are importing rice. We are importing wheat. We are importing edible oil. We are importing sugar. We must stop it. And we can only stop it if we grow it locally, if we produce it locally. So the plan we have on producing locally is a great plan. And I am happy that Homa Bay County is among the counties that is working with us on this journey towards making sure that we reduce on imports of food into our country. One of the areas is the one my good brother Mvuria has mentioned. Here, blue economy, we decided that blue economy is going to be among the areas we are going to invest in, because we have a potential of $1 billion just to produce if we focus on our blue economy. And it is the reason why the great people, Bensouda, nataka unisikize. It is the reason why in this lake front we are putting up And Mvurya is here, he's going to explain to you in greater detail. 11 fish landing sites. When I told the people of Homa Bay we are going to build a fish market here, they may not have believed me, but I want to tell you in the next 4 months, that fish market will be ready. I told you we are going to build a pier here. I want to promise you that in another 4 months, that pier will be complete. I am now telling you we are investing another 1.5 billion Kenya shillings on 11 fish landing sites along this lake. We are going to build a fish landing site at Nyandiwa, down the road. You know where Nyandiwa is. We are going to build another one in Wakula. You know where Wakula is. We are going to build another one is Mainuga. You know where that is. That is just in Homa Bay. And then in the rest of the other 5 counties at the lake. And it is because we identify the blue economy as a source of food, as a source of helping us to reduce the importation of food into Kenya. I also want to say that last year, we imported 500 metric tons of sunflower seed. I am very happy that Homa Bay County was among the counties that are working with us on seed multiplication. I have instructed Calro to set up a seed multiplication facility on 500 acres here in Homa Bay County, so that Homa Bay County begin to contribute to the seed production in Kenya. Our plan is that this year, watu wa Homa Bay mnanisikia? This year, we want to put 200,000 acres under sunflower this year, and we want Homa Bay to be front and center as we go in that direction. I am very happy that an MOU is going to be signed tomorrow between the counties of Homa Bay and Migori on matters palm oil. Again, in that space, that is the trajectory we are looking at, because we are spending $1 billion, almost 140 billion shillings importing edible oil in Kenya. I want to promise you that our plan is that in 5 years, we will not be importing edible oil to Kenya. We will be producing it here, from palm oil to canola, to soya, to sunflower. We have a comprehensive plan, and the secretariat in my office is working with counties to make sure that this is achieved. And my staff from that secretariat, I'm sure they are in this forum. Kuna watu wa kutoka pets from here? Yes, they are here, and they are going to have a conversation with the county, because we have been working with them to make sure that every county participates, especially those counties that have the kind of potential we are looking at. I want to commend Homa Bay County for emerging as a determined fast mover in many of these partnerships. This has enabled the county to showcase to the nation, region, and the world the first opportunities awaiting investment in order to create thousands of jobs and create billions of shillings in money and wealth. Apart from demonstrating the effective leadership, that effective leadership can transcend the politics of the day, Homa Bay has opened the eyes of our nation to the splendor and bounty that Homa Bay is endowed with. This investment conference now is in its second year and has defined these endowments into attractive investments in diverse value chains, from tourism and hospitality, the blue economy, several competitive agro-industrial subsectors, as well as housing and ICT. It is true that, as suggested by the theme of this year's conference, the opportunities in Homa Bay County are not just limitless, they are also endless. So, tuendelee na hiyo kazi kabisa. From the meticulous showcasing of bankable investment opportunities in a broad range of value chains to the evident surge in industrial and economic activity throughout the country, as well as the international engagement with partners at all levels of the public and private sector, locally and abroad, Homa Bay is taking undeniable and unstoppable steps to emerge as our nation's and region center of vigorous economic activity. And I want to commend the people of the county of Homa Bay. You won the Hustler Cup this year. Was it last year? The end of last year. You have demonstrated that you love your county. And I want to ask the people of Homa Bay County, support your government, support the county government of Homa Bay. I am very happy that Gladys is walking in the steps of true leadership. She found revenue to this county at 195, she just told me, 195 million shillings. She has pushed that revenue last year to 650 million. She tells me she's already passed 600 million and she's targeting 1 billion shillings this year. Because she knows without revenue, without collecting revenue, she cannot achieve the targets that Homa Bay County and the aspirations of the people of Homa Bay County want out of her. So it is also important for us as a nation to know that we cannot grow our country through accumulation of debt. We are going to grow our country by raising our revenues the way Homa Bay County is doing. So wale watu wananiuliza maswali mingi, wakuja wasome kutoka kwa Gladys. Si ndio? Naona Kaluma hapo ame I commend the county government of Homa Bay under the leadership of Governor Wanga and her team for the good work that is being done and for successfully hosting this conference. I am particularly encouraged by your proactive attitude to opportunities for development, and I urge you to keep up the leadership, teamwork, and drive in order to deliver for the people of Homa Bay, because when Homa Bay wins, Kenya wins. I encourage all investors to move with confidence and engage with the opportunities presented by the county in this conference. The national government stands ready to do its part in facilitating investment at the counties and in leveraging the existing partnership with Homa Bay to provide investors with the best chance to create jobs, create wealth, and expand their enterprises. I am very confident that the more we do this together, the better our country will be. We must all understand, the people of Homa Bay must understand that each and every person has a contribution to make for Homa Bay to be a great county. And it is the same. Each and every Kenyan has a contribution to make for us to be the great country that we all want Kenya to be. And therefore, it takes commitment, it takes sacrifice, it takes hard work, it takes working together, collaboration, unity, and pulling together for us to take our country to the next level. I want to tell Kenya from Homa Bay that we have a great country. It is our duty, it is our responsibility to make it greater. And each and every one of us has a contribution to make. I want to ask leaders, those of us who have the privilege to be leaders in Kenya. We are not necessarily the best. It's just that we have an opportunity. Let us work together. Let us build the spirit of unity together. Let us forge what will make this country a better country for all of us. As we discuss the opportunities in Homa Bay, we will be discussing the opportunities in all the other 47 counties, and they are immense. It is for us to work towards building an environment that will give investors the confidence to invest in our country, so that, as I said, we can transform the potential that we have into opportunity and move the opportunities into investments that will then unlock the job opportunities, unlock the wealth creation, and take our country to the next level. So, friends, let me say I am truly delighted to be here. I am sorry I would have come earlier. I tried to excuse myself from coming to Homa Bay this time, but it was not possible. You know how difficult it is to say no to Gladys. And so she made sure that she called everybody around me and I didn't have peace. So I just had to come. So because I have another engagement, I will not be in a position to take long and to be here. But I want to say that to the people of Homa Bay, we will work with you, we will work with the county government of Homa Bay as we work with the others to make sure that our country is greater. When I came for the campaigns, I slept here. I am probably the only presidential candidate in independent Kenya who does not come from this region, who came and campaigned and slept in Homa Bay. And there are things I told you guys, and you thought it was a joke. Now you can see it is not a joke. Sindio? Niliwaambia tutapanga maneno kabisa na hakuna mtu atakuwa loser kwa hii kitu. Tutapanga ndio kila mtu apate kasehemu kidogo ndio tuende mbele. Sindio? Si nilisema pale kwa soko. Amuku niamini siku hiyo, lakini sasa maneno inaendelea namna hiyo. So, na tunaomba Mungu ikae namna hiyo. Because I remember very well, I told you that time that we want to unify the country. We want to work together towards the unity of Kenya. And that is important to all of us, you know, and there is space for all of us in Kenya. You do not win by making others lose. We want a win-win outcome for all of us. We all want to be winners because those in the opposition must mean well for Kenya. Those in government must mean well for Kenya. But there are no citizens who are in the opposition or Kenyans who are in the other side. It is only these leaders who have a job to do something in parliament. But all Kenyans are on the same side. We belong to one nation and we have one goal to make Kenya a great country that we can bequeath to our children who will come after us. So watu wa Homa Bay, asanteni sana. Mimi nimefurahi kufika hapa. Mutanisamehe sitakuwa na nyinyi muda mrefu, lakini vile tumekubaliana tutakuja hapa mwaka ujao kwa mambo ya mashujaa, alafu hiyo mambo ingine tutasema wakati huo. So asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki. Tunawapenda sana na tutarudi wakati huo mwingine. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Tumpongeze rais tafadhali.
And the other manenos we will talk in another forum. I think we can do
Your Excellency the President, welcome to now officially open the Riwa Special Economic Zone. And you'll allow me to count you down by 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you shall press the buzzer. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, and press it. And with that, we now have the Riwa Special Economic Zone officially open. Your Excellency, we also have some certificates here. If I can kindly request that we move to the middle so that we have a good picture. The first certificate is one going to the governor, the two of them, Your Excellency, to present to the governor. And the second one, if I can call the person representing Victory Farms, which is the anchor investor that is going to be taking place. Excellency for Victory Farms, which is the anchor investor that is going to be investing in that place.
And with that, Your Excellency, we have a gift from Homa Bay County. All right, it's not present, so I think we'll skip that. Your Excellency, we've come to the end of this session, and we'll allow you to leave at your own pleasure. So let's allow His Excellency to leave if the rest of us can remain upstanding, please.
Check.
On the beat.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, it's now lunchtime, and we invite you to the food court, and behind the tent is also the VIP lounge for lunch, ladies and gentlemen, and we shall reconvene for the afternoon sessions from 3 o'clock. Kindly set your watches and be ready at 3 o'clock. I'll just quickly run down the session rules.